Here's a quick history. These are things they never told you about, of how feminism came to be and how it might have infiltrated into the minds of young black females in South Africa. And to fully understand this, you would need to understand that there are 4 different stages of feminism, which they call waves, of which the 4th one being the one that we are currently in as we speak. The first wave began roughly around 1848-47, where 200 women came together to discuss what their goal was. And one of the leaders of this was a lady called Mary Wollstonecraft, who then expressed what their goal was, what they were aiming to achieve. 3 things, maybe just more, but there were 3 major things. 1, the right to vote, the right to equal employment, and the right to equal rights, all in all. So they were basically egalitarians, just fighting for equality, which was understandable, which was quite valid, rightfully so. The problem began around 1916 when the first birth control clinic started. That lady who started that was against abortion, hence she opened that. But unfortunately, that opened a humongous gate of delusion. Because fast forward to 1949, a female called Simone de Beauvoir came with a completely different viewpoint, saying that being a woman, or rather defining womanhood, isn't natural. A woman is somebody who thinks they are a woman. This is where delusion began. Basically saying that women are not supposed to be in submissive roles. Basically advocating for women to not want to be mothers, to not want to be wives. She was redefining womanhood as a whole, basically telling women to not be women. And unfortunately, these women bought into that because they were slave-minded anyways, and they were indoctrinated by the idea of feminism to the point where they did not see that the whole motive started to change. They started to buy into that. Later on, fast forward to 1970, a lady called Shulamith Firestone made a prediction in 1970 of where we would be currently. And this is exactly where we are, worldwide. She said, the end goal of the feminist must be unlike that of the first feminism movement, not just the elimination of male privilege, but of the sex distinction itself. She then went on to say, genital distinctions between human beings will no longer matter culturally. A reversion to an unobstructed pansexuality fruits polymorphous perversity, which would probably supersede heterosexual, homosexual rather, and bisexuality. This was said in 1970. Basically, in simple terms, saying that there will be sexual fluidity, gender differences wouldn't matter at that point in time, and motherhood would be replaced. This is exactly what we are currently facing. She was not wrong. And she predicted this in the 3rd wave of feminism, where it got even worse, where the motive changed from equal rights, equal pay, equal employment, to redefining womanhood, to the hatred of men. She was not wrong. It now unfortunately got us to where we are, exactly as she said. It is beyond gender. It is beyond sex. Women want political power, and women want superiority more than really equality, because the first wave motive was achieved. We are now equal. What are they possibly fighting for now? Superiority. They purposefully traded, or rather destroyed, the patriarchal system to create a matriarchal one. Nothing, that's that. And how feminism kind of swooped into South Africa is that obviously black women were slave-minded, and then they bought everything that the Westerns came with. They then decided to start their own version of feminism, which fights racism and sexism simultaneously. This was around the 1900s to 1950s, if I'm not mistaken, where then we first see the first march, where it involved 20,000 women, led by none other than Helen Joseph and other individuals alongside her, who were fighting, or rather rebelling against past laws. And then we saw the likes of Nokutela Dube, who was advocating for education when it comes to women and children and leadership, putting women in leadership roles at that point in time. Pure delusion. No woman can lead as great as a man can, whether you believe it or not. Argue with your clitoris. And unfortunately, the results of feminism, as we speak, and they are currently piling, adding on, there are more cons than pros. There are more disadvantages than advantages. It has destroyed traditional values and morals. It has taught men not to protect women because now we are equal. Women are no longer happier. Women have been unhappier ever since the start of the second wave, whether you believe it or not, because suicide rates for women are higher. Birth rates are lower. And these women are becoming men. Men are becoming women. Men are becoming hyper-feminine. And women are becoming more muscular. The first wave of feminism was not a problem at all. In fact, it was beneficial, it was good, and it was achieved. They achieved their motive, they achieved their goals. The problem started in the second wave, where women were taught to hate, rather than aim for achieving what they initially wanted to achieve. 70% of South African problems would be solved if we would go back to our traditional standards, roles, responsibilities, everything. Everything. If women would sit down, keep quiet, take care of the kids, make sandwiches all day long. They could work if they want to, no problem. They could vote if they can, if they want to, rather. Not an issue. But for them not to be in leadership roles is what we should be aiming for. They do not have enough skin in the game to be in those roles whatsoever. That's exactly where the problem started. And that's the truth of the matter. Whether you believe it or like it or not, let men handle things. Let men decide. Let men sit at the table. A woman's life is meant to be easy. A woman's life is meant to be stress-free. A woman's life is meant to be laid back, rather. Not the other way around. Not what they are trying to teach you, because you are unhappier when you are in these positions. You find problems in your relationships. You find problems in your day-to-day life. This is not who you are. It's not who you are supposed to be. But unfortunately, this will land on deaf ears. With that being said, change your ways.